Children, it is a continuation of the chapter Sources of Energy. You know that wood has been used as a fuel for a long time. If we can ensure that enough trees are planted, a continuous supply of firewood can be assured. And also you are familiar with the use of cow dung cakes as a fuel. Given the large livestock population in India, this can also assure as a steady source of fuel, since these fuels are plant and animal products. The sources of these fuels is said to be biomass. Then what is biomass? The materials obtained from plants and animals used as a fuel. Materials obtained from plants and animals used as a fuel is called biomass, and it is the conventional source of energy mainly in rural areas. Wood, agricultural wastes, animal dung, cakes together contribute about 80% of the domestic requirements of fuel in rural area, and all this togetherly called biomass. So what is biomass? The materials obtained from plants and animals used as fuels is called biomass. Then which are the materials obtained from plants and animals? Cow dung, plants and vegetable waste, and sewage. These are togetherly called biomass. So you write. Now you write biomass. What is biomass? The materials like wood, agricultural waste, and animal dung cakes are obtained from plants and animals used as fuels is called biomass. Is called biomass. You know that wood is used as a fuel and agricultural wastes are also used as a fuel. Animal dung cakes are also used as a fuel. Biomass is conventional source of energy as it has been used as a fuel for a long time. In ancient times, wood was the most common source of heat energy. If we can assure that enough trees are planted, a continuous supply of firewood can be assured. Even though plenty wood are available in nature, wood is not considered as a good fuel. You know that wood is not considered as a good fuel because its calorific value is less. It has low efficiency. Its efficiency is least. It is not efficient fuel. Its efficiency is less, and on burning wood leaves lots of residue and gases are produced to cause environment pollution. So wood is not considered as a good fuel, but wood can be converted into charcoal when wood is burnt in limited supply of oxygen. When wood is burnt in limited supply of oxygen, it converts to charcoal. Here, when wood is burnt in limited supply of oxygen, water and volatile materials present in it get removed and charcoal is left behind as the residue. So you know that charcoal is better fuel than the wood. Charcoal burns without flames. It is comparatively smokeless and has a higher heat generation efficiency. It is having more calorific value than the wood. and the residue will not be so much and there is no flames. So it does not cause air pollution if you compare with the wood. So wood can be burnt in limited supply of oxygen and you can convert that into charcoal, and that charcoal can be used as a good fuel. So technologies were developed to use the conventional source of energy in the converted manner. Similarly, you know that animal dung cakes. In the village areas, animal dung cakes are used as a fuel. But these animal dung cakes are also not good fuel, as they are producing more smoke and the residue like ash. But animal dung can be converted into biogas, and that biogas can be used as a domestic fuel, and the biogas is a efficient fuel. If you compare with the animal dung, it is more efficient than the animal dung. And if you burn the animal dung cakes, you know that animal dung is a good source of nutrients which can be supplied to the plants. If you burn the animal dung cakes, all the nutrients which are presented in the animal dung will get lost, and it is one of the waste. So but if you converted this into the form of gas, the residues which will be left behind after the biogas, that residue can be used as a good manure. So it is clear that charcoal obtained from wood is considered to be a better fuel than wood, and also biogas obtained from animal dung is also considered as a better fuel than animal dung cakes. So here, why charcoal is better than the wood? So you can say that you write charcoal considered to be a charcoal considered to be a better fuel than wood. Better fuel than wood. The main reason, because you write, because first one, charcoal burns without flame. Charcoal burns without flame. And second one you can take, it is comparatively smokeless. It is comparatively smokeless. Third one you can say, it has higher heat generation efficiency. It has higher heat generation efficiency. So charcoal is considered to be better fuel than wood. Similarly, the biogas produced by the animal dung is considered to be better fuel than the animal dung. You know that the biogas obtained by the use of cow dung in the biogas plants does not produce any smoke on burning and does not cause air pollution. And you know that if the cow dung is burnt in the form of dried cow dung cakes, the nutrients contained therein are destroyed and hence cannot be used as manure. When the cow dung is used to prepare biogas, then the residue left behind is still rich in nutrients and can be used as manure. Therefore, here the use of cow dung in biogas plant is preferred to burning cow dung cakes for cooking. So, these are the technologies developed to use the conventional form of energy, that is in the form of charcoal and also in the form of biogas. Then what is biogas? What is biogas? Biogas is a mixture of methane, hydrogen, carbon dioxide and hydrogen sulfide, which is obtained by the anaerobic decomposition of animal and plant wastes, which are obtained by the biomass. You know that animal and plant wastes are called biomass. These are degraded by anaerobic organisms called anaerobic bacteria, that is in the absence of air and in the presence of water, to form a mixture of gases such as methane, carbon dioxide, hydrogen and hydrogen sulfide. This mixture of gas is called biogas, and in this methane is excellent fuel, as this biogas contains 70% of methane. As methane is excellent fuel, biogas is a excellent fuel. So you write what is biogas. So you write biogas is a mixture of methane, hydrogen, carbon dioxide, and hydrogen sulfide. Which is obtained by anaerobic decomposition or degradation of animal and plant wastes. You know that animal and plant wastes are called biomass. See, this biogas is the gas generated by the anaerobic decomposition of the biomass. And what is that anaerobic decomposition? And before that, what is decomposition? Decomposition is also called as, that is, degradation. Decomposition is also called degradation. So here you write what is decomposition. So then what is decomposition or degradation? You can also take it as degradation. So what is decomposition or degradation? It is a breaking down of complex compounds into simpler compounds. Decomposition is a breaking down of complex compounds into simpler substances. It is under high pressure and temperature this process takes place, and it can be carried out in the presence or presence of air or in the absence of air. If it is carried out in the absence of air, then it is called anaerobic decomposition. So you take anaerobic decomposition. What is anaerobic decomposition? You know that here it is a decomposition under the absence of oxygen. Decomposition under the absence of oxygen, and there will be bacteria to carry out the anaerobic decomposition. That bacteria are called anaerobic microorganisms or anaerobic bacteria. So you take decomposition which takes place in the absence of air. In the absence of air is called anaerobic decomposition. Anaerobic decomposition, and the microorganisms which carries the anaerobic decomposition are the anaerobic microorganisms that do not require oxygen. Then what is anaerobic microorganisms? Anaerobic microorganisms. So these are the microorganisms that do not require oxygen to decompose the material into simpler substances. So you take microorganisms which do not require oxygen to decompose the complex compounds to into simpler substance are called anaerobic microorganisms or anaerobic bacteria. Anaerobic microorganisms. So here anaerobic microorganisms converts the biomass into biogas. To convert the biomass into biogas, there is a necessity of plant-like structure, and that plant is called biogas plant. So what is biogas plant? Biogas plant is a structure to generate the biogas by using the animal and plant wastes. So you write biogas plant is a biogas plant is a structure to produce biogas by the biomass. So mainly there are two types of biogas plant. One is the dome typed biogas plant and other one is the floating gas holder type biogas plant. Now let us discuss about the dome type biogas plant. Now let us discuss about the construction and working of biogas plant. And you know that it is a fixed dome type biogas plant. This biogas plant is called fixed dome type biogas plant. It consists of underground tank. It consists of underground tank called digester tank. That is called the digester tank. This is a digester tank. Digester tank. It is made of bricks. This digester tank is made of bricks. It has a dome shaped roof made of cement and bricks. See the shape of the roof here, that is dome shaped. It has a dome shaped roof made of cement and bricks. The roof is made up of cement and bricks with the dome shape. This dome of the digester tank acts as a gas holder. Here this acts as a gas holder. Gas will be collected here. There is a gas outlet through a valve at the top of the dome. See this is the gas outlet. On the left side of the digester tank is a sloping inlet chamber and on the right side is a rectangular outlet chamber. See here, it is a inlet chamber. The left side of the digester tank is sloping inlet chamber. See here, it is a sloping inlet chamber and on the right side there is a rectangular outlet chamber. It is a slopy inlet and it is a rectangular outlet. The inlet chamber is connected to a mixing tank. Here there is a mixing tank while the outlet tank is connected to the overflow tank. Here there is a overflow facility is there and the outlet tank is connected to the overflow tank. Now let us discuss about the working of this biogas plant. Cattle dung and water are mixed in equal proportion in the mixing tank. Here the animals and plant waste are mixed in the mixing tank and that is nothing but slurry. Here cattle dung and other waste are mixed with the water in equal proportion in the mixing tank and that is to prepare slurry. This is a slurry. The slurry is fed into the digester tank. That is fed into the digester tank. The slurry is prepared here. It is let into the inlet pipe and that slurry enters to the digester tank. The tank is filled only up to the cylindrical level. So that enough space is available for the biogas that would be formed. The gas formed collect here So here enough space is provided for the collection of the gas. The tank is closed for 50 to 60 days. Tank is closed for 50 to 60 days. During this period, animal wastes etc. undergo fermentation by anaerobic microorganisms in the presence of water, that is in the absence of air. Gases such as methane, carbon dioxide, hydrogen, sulfide, hydrogen etc. are collected in the gas tank, that is in the dome. As more and more biogas collects in the dome, it exerts pressure on the slurry in the digester tank and forces it to go into the overflow tank. Here, due to the pressure of the gas, the digester pushes the slurry into the outlet valve at the top of the dome. The spent slurry obtained in the overflow tank can be used as a manure, as that is rich in nitrogen and phosphorus compound. The spent slurry comes out through the outlet and collects in the overflow tank, and this spent slurry is a good manure as it contains nitrogen and phosphorus compound. Once the biogas plant becomes operative, more and more slurry may be fed into it to give a continuous supply of biogas. Instead of animal dung, domestic sewage or human excreta may also be used in the biogas plant. It is already discussed that this slurry, it is a slurry of cow dung and water, and this is made in the mixture tank from where it is fed into the digester. The digester is sealed. It is a sealed chamber in which there is no oxygen. So this reaction is under the absence of oxygen. So as it is sealed chamber, there is no oxygen. So anaerobic microorganisms that do not require oxygen decompose or break down complex compounds of the cow dung slurry. It takes few days for the decomposition, near about 50 to 60 days for the decomposition process, and generates gas like methane, carbon dioxide, hydrogen and hydrogen sulfide. The biogas is stored in the gas tank above the digester. You know that here the biogas is collected. This is above the digester, and as it is having outlet, and the gas can drawn through this outlet for use. And you know that it is one of the excellent fuel. It is already discussed that biogas is an excellent fuel. Why it is an excellent fuel? It contains up to 75% methane. What is the main constituent of biogas? That is methane, CH4. Major constituent of biogas is methane, and it is one of the good fuel. It burns without smoke and leaves no residue like ash etc. And you know that its heating capacity is high, means its calorific value is maximum, and it is also used for lighting. You can use it for cooking and also for lighting. And also one more thing you can observe here, the slurry which is left behind is removed periodically, and it is used as excellent manure which is rich in nitrogen and phosphorus. This spent slurry is one of the good fertilizer as it contains nitrogen and phosphorus which is required for the plant. The large-scale utilization of bio-waste and sewage materials provides a safe and efficient method of waste disposal besides supplying energy and manure. Here, instead of throwing the waste here and there, it is better to use that waste to produce the gas, and also it can be used as a manure. So you can say that this biogas is one of the renewable source of energy. Children, now let us write the construction and working of biogas plant. Now first you write the construction here. Construction. So you take, it consists of underground tank, called digester tank, called digester tank. With dome shaped roof made of cement and bricks. Cement and bricks, and the dome of the digester tank acts as a gas holder here, and there is a gas outlet through the valve at the top of the dome. There is a gas outlet through a valve at the top of the dome. Top of the dome. On the left side of the digester tank, there is a sloping inlet chamber. On the left side of the digester tank, sloping inlet chamber. Sloping inlet chamber, and right side and right side is a rectangular outlet chamber. Rectangular outlet chamber. Inlet chamber is connected to a mixing tank, while the outlet is connected to the overflow tank. Inlet is connected to a slurry tank, and outlet is connected to overflow tank. Here, see here, this is the inlet connected to the slurry tank. This is the outlet connected to the rectangular tank. Now let us write the working here. The slurry of cow dung and water is made in the mixture tank, that is in the slurry tank. Slurry of cow dung and water. Or other, it may be any other waste, plant waste or any other waste. Slurry of cow dung and, so we write cow dung and water is made in the mixing tank, that is the slurry tank. Mixing tank means slurry tank. That mixture is called the slurry. This mixture is fed into the digester. This mixture is or you write this slurry, you write this slurry is fed into the digester. The sealed digester chamber is not having oxygen or air, not having oxygen. Anaerobic microorganisms decompose the slurry into decompose the complex compound of slurry it takes near about 50 to 60 days. 50 to 60 days to complete the decomposition. It takes 50 to 60 days to complete the decomposition. Due to decomposition, of slurry gases like methane, carbon dioxide, hydrogen, and hydrogen sulfide. Generates this mixture is biogas. Biogas collects in the gas tank above the digester. Above the digester. And the gas can be drawn through the pipes for use. Gas can be drawn through the pipes for use. This is about the working of biogas plant. The use of animal dung or cow dung in biogas plant to produce biogas as a fuel is preferred over the use of cow dung directly because of some reason. Know that it is better to prepare biogas by using the animal dung or cow dung instead of using the animal dung in the form of cake. Reason is cow dung contains important nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, which are very useful for crops. Now, when the cow dung is used to prepare biogas, then the residue left behind is still rich in nutrients and can be used as a manure. But if the cow dung is burnt in the form of dried cow dung cakes, then the nutrients contained therein are destroyed and hence cannot be used as manure. That is one of the reason here. If you used cow dung or if you burnt cow dung cake to get heat or get energy, know that all the nutrients present in the cow dung destroys. But if you prepare biogas, the spent slurry can be used as a manure as it contains all the nutrients which are originally present, nitrogen, phosphorus, etc. So it is better to prepare biogas because of this one reason. And other reason, the fuel biogas obtained by the use of cow dung or any other animal dung in biogas plants does not produce any smoke. This biogas which is generated will not produce any smoke on burning and does not cause air pollution. But cow dung cakes on burning produce a lot of smoke. Cow dung cake or animal dung cake produce lot of smoke which cause air pollution. So the cow dung cake on burning produces air pollution, but biogas will not produce air pollution. That is the second reason. Third one, The fuel obtained by the use of cow dung in biogas plant is a clean fuel and does not leave behind any ash or residue. But cow dung cakes do not burn completely and leave behind a lot of ash. You know that here residue will be there. Here there is no any residue. Lot of ash will be left when cow dung cake is burnt, but there is no any ash if biogas is burnt. So that is also one of the main reason to say that it is better to use animal dung to prepare the biogas than to use as a cake. Now let us compare the direct usage of biomass as a fuel and using biomass in the form of biogas. We know that biomass produces too much smoke. Biomass produces too much smoke, but biogas does not produce any smoke. Does not produce any smoke here. Next, calorific value of biomass is low. Calorific value of biomass is low, but calorific value of biogas is high. Calorific value of biogas is high. Then third one, biomass will produce ash as a residue. Biomass produces ash as a residue, but biogas does not leave any residue. But biogas does not leave any residue. So you write biogas leaves, you write, not produce. Biogas leaves as residue, but biogas does not leave any residue. Then you take the next one. If you use the biomass, organic matter gets destroyed. If we use biomass as a fuel, organic matter gets destroyed. Organic matter will get destroyed. But if we generate biogas, organic matter is secured. Organic matter is secure and is available for use as manure. And is available for use as manure. These are some advantages over biomass. So it is better to use biomass as a biogas.